Get started trading cryptocurrencies today with Coinbase, and you both get $10 in free crypto. Link down below. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crypto Kings. My name is Matt, and it's a pleasure to have you guys back on the channel today. And we have an awesome Binance announcement that I would like to talk with you guys about and discuss some more long-term implications as well that this could possibly have for Shiba Inu. So if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, fellas, and let's get right into it. So it looks like from this announcement here on Reddit a little while ago, Binance has added two new trading pairs for Shib, and as you guys could see here, they added some for, you see, Ethereum paired with UAH, Matic paired with BRL, Shib with BIDR, and Shib with BRL, as well as SOL and EUR as different trading pairs. Now, I am not particularly well versed in both of these, but if we go here and take a look at BIDR, you guys can see this one here, Bitter is one, and then the second one here, BRL, which we'll take a look at right here as well, no, this is a different one because this is BRL. Here we go. BRL is actually not on here. That's surprising. Is it not on crypto.com? I guess not, huh? So, not major tokens. Like you guys can see here, I'm not particularly familiar with either of these. I've never heard of either of these two cryptos. But if you guys take a look here, BIDR is not worth a particularly large amount, but it's a start. And like I've said, man, when it comes down to it, man, the more trading pairs and the more options we have to effectively trade Shiba Inu, the better off we'll be. Now, the trading pairs that really matter, obviously, are Bitcoin and Ethereum trading pairs. And that's what some people are talking about here in the replies. Let's be honest. Like I said, man, most people don't know much about what a lot of these other pairs are. Of course, we all know Ethereum, we all know Matic, but what they're being paired with here, not particularly major. But the idea that Binance is open to continuing to add new trading pairs to their platform is really what matters. And again, the goal here is to get Bitcoin and Ethereum. That would be big for Shib. Maybe if you all ask Binance on Twitter, that'd be happening. People here are talking about that here. But man, it is really, really, really cool to see. And again, a lot of people here are asking, some fellow here asked, what is the point of this? When it comes down to it, man, it really does have a pretty good point, because the more options you give people, the more ways you have for people to pair Shib with something else, the better off we'll be. And that's something I've talked about a lot on this channel, man. The main reason why Shiba Inu has done so well, and again, if we go and take a look here at its status here on CoinMarketCap, the reason why Shib has done so well here, and again, you guys see over the past week, again, it's been holding because of Bitcoin kind of holding it back here, but the real reason why it's done so well, man, again, has been this Binance listing. You guys can see, of course, 27% of the entire volume is done on Binance, and that equates to 164,475,000. So that is a lot. I've talked about this. This is a big, big deal. KuCoin's a big one as well. I personally use Gates.io, but Binance is just so much bigger, man. Like I said, it is humongous. It really is up there, right behind Coinbase and Robinhood. You have Coinbase, you have Robinhood, and then really you have Binance. So it is great to see this. Like I've said, man, the more expansion that can be done between Binance, Crypto.com is a big one as well, but I think they came in a little bit late in the game, so I think that's perhaps why they don't have a lot of volume. I'm actually not sure why Crypto.com does not have more volume. I would think that it would be a little bit more popular, but I think they came in a little bit later in the game, so that is possible. But the idea here, man, is that we get more Binance pairs, of course. We get more promotion of Shiba Inu on as many platforms as physically possible. Now, when you look at Dogecoin, something interesting that I've talked about in one of my previous videos here, something with Dogecoin, man, is that when you take a look at the all-time graph, man, like the all-time long-term graph, every time something major happens, where something major is added on a platform, and you guys can see this tiny little bump here, 2018. This is after Dogecoin here gets added to Robinhood, and as it gets added to places, man, you guys see this little bump here in 2018, and every time, again, you see a more widespread proliferation of Dogecoin on other platforms, the better it is in the long run, the more it goes up. And when you look at all these different Doge markets here, man, the reason why Doge is so good, because it has so many different options. I remember when I tried to buy Doge back in, I think 2019, something like that. It was like mid-2019 or early 2020. 2020 when I was going to buy Doge, and I still regret it. The options weren't nearly as plentiful as they are today. There were still some. I was a bit of a crypto noob at the time, didn't really know what I was doing, so I never ended up buying Doge. That's one of my biggest regrets, obviously. But back then, man, there definitely weren't nearly as many options as there are now. I mean, when you load this, man, literally every other exchange has Dogecoin as an option, and you guys could see, the 0.5%, the 1.5%, the 2.5%, those add up after a while. They really do. And there are a lot of people, like I've said, man, who swear to using only one platform. There are a lot of people who only want to use CoinsBit or OceanEX or StakeCube. There are a lot of people who only want to use a certain platform. Again, I don't really know much about those particular ones I just listed, but a lot of people who only do use Kraken or Gate or all these other platforms. So that is what's important, man, that you have people who are, in a sense, gridlocked to these specific platforms being given access to altcoins. You want people to be given access to Shiba Inu in as many ways as possible. So by Binance adding this, man, like I said, this is just a fantastic, wonderful announcement. By adding more of these pairs, we'll have a lot more ways to use Shiba Inu in the near future. And when we take a look, of course, at this chart, man, going for our daily chart look, like I've said, man, the biggest issue with this here is the current price of Bitcoin. And you guys can see here, of course, Bitcoin is not the number one determinant, but it's hanging at 38, which is not bad. But like I said, man, in order for SHIB, in my opinion, to really go parabolic, this has to get past 40. Bitcoin has to go past 40 in order for Shiba Inu to really get parabolic. And like I said, man, this channel, I make a lot of predictions. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. I cannot personally dictate or predict where Bitcoin is going to go. I just can't. I wish I could. If I could, I'd be a very wealthy person, but I cannot. And Bitcoin is very, very tough to just randomly, follow like that, because it takes one, scare and boom, sell off, and it's very hard to predict that. Now, Shiba Inu is a little bit easier in a sense because you just look at fundamentals. Okay, when ShibaSwap comes out, boom, it'll probably do better. When it gets listed somewhere else, it'll probably do better. But Bitcoin speaks for the entire crypto industry. It's not that easy to just randomly know where Bitcoin is going to be in a week from now. So when I do make SHIB predictions, it typically is contingent on the idea that Bitcoin is also doing well, because when Bitcoin does well, then Ethereum does well. You guys can see here, only at 27. That's not bad, like I said, but I really would like to see this above 3,000. And then when Ethereum does well, of course, Shiba Inu here being an ERC-20 token, that means it basically is related to Ethereum. It runs on the Ethereum infrastructure. So when Ethereum does well, because Bitcoin is doing well, then Shiba Inu does well. It's simple as that. So from a technical standpoint, yes, there is value in looking at a chart like this and saying, okay, here we go. This is a set of falling wedges here. If I do this, and if I go here and I do this, okay, that's a set of falling wedges. Nice. That looks great and all, and that has some merit, but in the end, if Bitcoin is not performing the way it should be, it will still be held back. But what I'm looking at here again, man, is a bit of a consolidation here, at least from what it looks like. Again, this is a very, very rough idea here, but this is a bit of a consolidation here. At least I'm hoping, if it can, again, continue to chart somewhere within this section here and not dip below over the next 24 to 48 hours, that would be fantastic. And if Bitcoin is able to rocket with it, that would be killer, man. That's really what we need to see for Bitcoin and Ethereum to rocket side by side while it consolidates here, and that'll hopefully help it break out to get to the the back to this area here, the extra decimal place, of course, and more beyond. So that is the goal, guys. I hope you all have enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. My name is Matt. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.